Good morning, everyone. My name is Samandra Powder, and today I'll be presenting on educational program and practice with a specific focus on Quality Area 1 of the National Quality Standard. Quality Area 1 is central to high quality early childhood education because it ensures that programs are intentional, meaningful, and tailored to children's developmental needs. In this presentation, I will summarize key research findings, analyze the three standards under Quality Area 1, explore the challenges that service face in meeting those expectations, and finally provide strategies for continuous quality improvement. Let's talk about the first slide, educational program and practice and why Quality Area 1 matters. Quality Area 1 matters because it directly shapes children's learning outcomes. High quality programs support children to be confident, curious, and active learners. The National Quality Standard emphasizes play-based learning, intentional teaching, and ongoing assessment and planning. These elements ensure that children's learning is both child-led and educator-guided. Quality Area 1 it also reinforces reflective culturally responsive practice so programs recognize children's strengths, languages, identities, and home cultures. Understanding Quality Area 1 helps educators create learning environments that are inclusive, engaging, and developmentally rich. And the next slide is literature review overview. In part 1 of the assessment, I analyzed 4 peer-reviewed articles focusing on quality practices in early childhood education. Across the articles, several themes consistently emerged: the importance of intentional teaching, the central role of play in learning, the need for strong educator planning and the documentation skills, and the significance of culturally responsive practice. The literature highlights that high-quality learning programs don't happen by accident. They require informed, reflective educators who understand theory, curriculum, and pedagogy. And the next slide is research articles in Form QA1. Here, articles reviewed for the framework. First one is question, studies weak evidence on how quality area 1 practices are associated with measurable outcomes of children. Second, Aero 2022, strong pedagogical strategies and gaps with babies, toddlers, and First Nation children. Third, Merano suggests a hybrid model of teaching which involves the combination of play with early literacy and numeracy. Fourth, Mobile EC study summarizes the differences in the functioning of Quality Area 1 in remote, mobile, and flexible learning. And the next slide is key findings from the literature. The review articles provided valuable insights into how Quality Area 1 can be strengthened. First of all, studies highlighted that play-based learning is most effective when educators intentionally scaffold and extend children's ideas rather than simply supervising play. Second, the research emphasized the importance of intentional teaching. Educators must make purposeful decisions using open-ended questions and meaningfully engage with children during play. Third, every article stressed the need for ongoing assessment and the planning cycle. High-quality programs rely on regular observation, critical reflections, and linking documentation to development outcomes. Finally, the literature pointed out a gap. While many services recognize the importance of cultural responsiveness, practice is still inconsistent across the sector. Families from diverse cultural backgrounds are often underrepresented in planning decisions. Overall, the existing research supports the national quality standard but also highlights clear areas for improvement. The next slide is standards, program practice and assessment and planning cycle. This slide provides an overview of the three standards in Quality Area 1. Standard 1.1 focuses on the educational program. This means program must be based on approved learning frameworks and reflect children's interests, abilities, culture, and learning needs. A high-quality program aligns with the Early Year Learning Framework version 2.0 and includes rich opportunities for play, exploration, and inquiry. Standard 1.2 focuses on practice. This is where intentional teaching comes in. Educators need to be actively engaged in children's learning, not just observing, but interacting, extending, modeling, and co-constructing knowledge. Standard 1.3 focuses on assessment and planning. The planning cycle observe, document, analyze, plan, implement, and reflect is at the core of Quality Area 1. Services must show a clear link between documentation and children's learning outcomes. Without evidence of this link, services struggle to meet or exceed Quality Area 1. These three standards guide educators in creating high quality learning experiences. A meeting versus exceeding in quality area and practice. Talking about the meetings, there is program correlation to the earlier learning framework version 2.0 outcomes. Planning is determined by the interest of children, followed chart of assessment cycle, initiative sensitive communication. And talking about exceeding, there is study based on personalized learning of the child. Effective partnerships with the family have impact on the goals of the learning. Teachers employ a strategic instruction and deliberative disclosure in their daily activities. The meaning of First Nation was not peripheral. Team reviews pedagogy on a regular basis and adjust practice. And the next is issues and challenges for quality area 1. Documentation overload. Although quality area 1 sets a clear standard for quality, many challenges still exist. One major issue is documentation overload. Educators often spend excessive time writing observation instead of engaging with children. Another challenge is inconsistent capability and qualification across educators, especially in mixed teams of diploma and certificate level staff. Time and resources constraints also impact planning quality. Many services struggle to provide adequate non-contact time. We also see challenges in culturally responsive practice, especially when educators are unsure how to embed diverse and cultural perspective meaningfully. Finally, service type differences such as family daycare, mobile services, and remote setting mean that quality area 1 implementation looks different across contexts, leading to consistent quality. The next slide is improvement strategies for strengthening. There are several effective strategies that services can use to strengthen their practice under quality area 1. First, streamline documentation by focusing on quality, not quantity. One meaningful observation with clear analysis is better than multiple superficial ones. Second, invest in ongoing professional development, training in intentional teaching, cultural competence, and the updated early year learning frameworks can significantly improve program quality. Third, services can schedule protected planning time. When educators have dedicated time for documentation and reflection, the planning cycle becomes more authentic. Fourth, incorporate family voice more actively. Simple tools such as home language questionnaires, families put input sheets, or the storytelling session can deepen culturally responsiveness. Finally, engage in team-based reflection, regular meetings to evaluate the programs, analyze child data, and discuss teaching strategies help ensure ongoing improvement. Implementing these strategies support services in moving towards exceeding in quality area 1. And the last is conclusion. In conclusion, quality area 1 of the national quality standard plays a fundamental role in creating rich, engaging, and meaningful learning experiences for children. The literature clearly shows that play-based learning, intentional teaching, and the assessment cycle are essential components of the high-quality practice. However, challenges such as documentation, load, uneven educator capability, and cultural responsiveness gaps continue to affect quality across the sector. By implementing stroke planning system, building educators' capability, and fostering reflective practices, services can improve their performance and move closer to exceeding quality expectations. Here are the references that I took from the reliable sources. And in this way, I have finished my presentation. Thank you.